Alright, little update on the car. We got rid of this heavy ass hood that I had, and I got a cowl hood. It's fiberglass. The other hood was fiberglass too, but wasn't nearly as light. It's like a 40-pound weight saving right there. But anyways, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix that or cover it, which is technically fixing it. So I made this little fuel door thing because I didn't want to spend $60 on just a flat door that wouldn't have covered it anyways. So I got this square stock aluminum. I bolted it all together. I cut it, measured, I might be retarded, but that came out pretty good. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna sand it down a little bit and I'm gonna paint it and I'm gonna take that box apart. So I don't really have any fast way to do this, so I'm gonna use fucking just sandpaper and my fucking hand. So it's gonna take a while. So I'm gonna get to it now. I don't have a fucking camera mount or any way to kind of record me doing this yet. I will tomorrow. So this is just how we're gonna do things for now. It's a little ghetto, but it's all right. Make it work. Quick little update. Got this sanded down, just slightly. You can't fucking even tell, honestly. But anyways, got it sanded down. Got that sanded down. Don't recommend hand sanding. Get a fucking like grinding wheel or something, or a flappy wheel. I should have fucking done that, but I didn't feel like going out again. But sanding that down, I'm gonna break this box down and make a little spot, and we're gonna paint it and see how shitty it comes out. Another quick update. Got first layer of paint there and there. I don't know who did that, but we need to find that guy. Same guy who's locking the fucking doors on my truck and my car and shit. But yeah, first layer's done. It's gonna take a while to dry because it's kind of moist out. So yeah, and I didn't sand the top down, so it's gonna come out like shit. But that's all right. Another update. Not the conventional way to do it, but if you have a girlfriend that's got like a fucking $300 Dyson, that's how we're gonna dry this shit off. Cause then we get to paint the wrinkle, cause it's wrinkle paint. So we're gonna do that and see how it works out. Another update. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say update, but I'm gonna put another coat on that. And that was not $300, it was $700. We have main piece. It came out pretty good. Not bad at all, honestly. Wrinkled up nice. Dyson definitely put in work. So now I'm gonna put another coat on this thing and fucking hit it with the Dyson. Yeah. Alright. Long story short, if your chick got a fucking Dyson to do her hair or whatever, that's the way to go with this thing, because that came out fucking awesome, honestly. Even with this, look, that shit came out fucking sick, honestly. If you like wrinkle paint, that's what you do. Fuck the oven, grab the Dyson. Look at that shit. Don't mind my retarded hand. Yeah, looks good. Another update. This shit is fucking nice and dry. Not perfect, but we're not going for perfection here. So that's done. Now I'll need to clean all this up, and I'm gonna do something probably pretty ghetto to fucking secure it down to here. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this with silicone or gasket maker, black gasket maker, which was fucking expensive, by the way. If you don't know, gasket maker by the tube is like $35. It's ridiculous, but I don't want to put body filler because that made me feel weird. Literally the only reason why. And then take this, that's nice and dry. This came out fucking sick, honestly. And it'll go right like this on there, and then this will go on top of it, or the other way around. Oh no, it'll go right like this. Or, well, there's a direction to this shit, so I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, it'd be something like that. Not bad. All right, so we got this laid down, siliconed in. That'll be it. I gotta wait for it to dry. I'll fill up these spaces here so it's all sealed, probably from the inside. And that'll be it with that. So next thing we're gonna do with this thing is tomorrow I'm gonna pull the rear bumper off. I'm gonna pull the rear bumper supports out, weight reduction, and possibly cut the trunk out, because that'll be like, I don't know, 30 pounds there between the trunk and the bumper supports. The fuck was that? But yeah, that's where we're at. I don't know the exact orientation of this, but it'll look something, I think that's it actually. It'll look something like that. So, not bad. Not perfect, but we're not fucking complete professionals out here. Or we're professional retards. Ugh. But yeah, there you go. Alright, so now that we got our fuel door pretty situated in here, like I said, doesn't look the best, but it's what I could do. Now, I'm gonna pull the bumper off. We're gonna remove all the bumper support and all that shit out of there, the crash stuff. And do a little bit of weight reduction. Drill a couple of holes. I'm gonna pull my fenders off as well. There's basically just a piece for the body here that it's metal and it holds up the bumpers. I'm gonna cut a whole bunch of holes in it, see how much weight we can get out of this thing, and then we're gonna weigh it all at the end. So that's what we're doing with this now. Got the bumper off and this thing looks fugly. So we're gonna remove all this shit. We'll see how much it weighs, and I'll probably clean up everything after I pull that shit off. So yeah, shit's nasty. So we got all that shit removed. I had to bust out the old grinder because all these started spinning, and they have like a little like steel like built-in nut thing there. So they just all spun in there, so had to cut them off. And yeah, cut this off. That's probably 10 pounds right there. And I'm not looking too bad. We got a little bit of rot going on back here, but that's just more weight reduction, So get this taken care of a little bit. Like I said, I'm not super concerned about it, but a little bit of rot over here. Well, that's what do you expect? It's a fucking 25-year-old car, and it's from up north. So yeah, weight reduction. Now that I have everything apart, I'm gonna fucking clean off this dirt, 20-year-old dirt. I don't really have a degreaser, so I don't feel like running back out, so I'm gonna try some oven cleaner, see how it works out. It might work pretty good. So let's see. Good. It looks fucking 10 times better. I mean, I could have probably hit it with the hose and it would have looked better too, but yeah, oven cleaner. Fuck it. Just like that. It's all back together. Next thing, we are going to pull these fenders off. We'll see what weight we can cut out of the front. So quick update, I got the fender off and I've gone through one of these. So I got a better one right here. And I also broke the fucking drill bit, and I'm not going back to Harbor Freight tonight. So we're gonna continue on punching that one out. I'm going to ghetto punch out another one here, and maybe one here and here. And then we'll pull off the other fender. So do the same thing. The whole reason I didn't cut here is because if I do a tube front end, you actually have to cut right here. And I wanted this to still be kind of boxed in, so that's where we're at with this. Not a whole lot of weight savings, but it's weight, so it matters at the end of the day. So after a little bit of fun, this is what I got out of it. It's not much. It's probably like half a pound, maybe a pound, but whatever, it's weight, so it counts. So I'm gonna put this fender back on and we'll do the other side. A little update. It's the next day, or it's actually a couple days. I fucked up, I know, shouldn't have drilled it there. But, I mean, it's all gonna be covered up anyways. The whole reason I'm not drilling from here forward, well actually I'm gonna drill a couple holes in here, but I'm not drilling anything right here, is if I do a tube front, it actually welds to right here, so I wanna keep all that shit intact still. So yeah, I'm gonna drill a couple more holes, throw the fender back on, and see if there's anything we can cut up in the engine bay. So it's many days later. Got the fender back on. The flash is on the camera. I don't know why. It's all right. We weighed everything. So between the rear bumper support and the holes that I drilled in my fender, which came out kind of shitty to be honest with you, but is what it is. It's done. We're at about fucking 22 pounds between that stuff. So other little things that I did. Actually, let me turn the power on this fucking thing first. Just kind of a pain in the ass, but it's all right. It's a race car, so. Trunk still works. Oh God, maybe it doesn't. Gotta finger bang it like your mother. All right, I'm gonna cut that out. So, other things that we did. You already know about that. The fuel door, got this bolted down. Actually, drilled and tapped these, so these are all threaded. It was aluminum, so it was fucking super easy. But there was also, oh, yep, you don't see that. There was also some sound deadening stuff back here. Now, a long time ago, when I first bought the car, I had a bottle of brake fluid back here, and it opened. Basically ruined the fucking trunk, ruined all the fabric in it, everything. But it also seeped into the sound deaden. And I cleaned it out, but it the rubber absorbed it for some reason. So I removed the rubber. It took me like an hour. I also used the Dyson for that too. That helped. I should have done that in the first place. But there was a piece here and a piece here. That shit's a lot heavier than you would think. That shit was about 5 pounds. It doesn't sound like a lot, but all the weight adds up. So that's what we're counting by. So what are we at? 27 pounds out of this thing. So all right, it was a decent thing. We didn't remove anything out of the engine bay, but yeah. So there's more weight savings that we could do. We could definitely cut out. There's like fender, like this metal in the fender we can cut out probably, but we're not getting too crazy. We still want the car to be structurally sound because there's no subframe connectors. There's no fucking cage in the car yet. Maybe in the future we'll do that. We'll see how these videos do, and maybe I'll have the funds to do it. But as of now, this is where we're at with it. Also, my dad surprised me. So while my dad was here, we put hood pins in here because he'd like my hood to be pinned. So I wouldn't have done it if he didn't come here. But yeah, we have hood pins in this thing now. So, which that wasn't much of a project. Just lining them up was a pain in the ass. But yeah, so as far as this video, that's it. I suck at outros.